Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. For this week episode I'm gonna discuss about the van insulation. I use this material which is called Armaflex, which have an adhesive tape on the back side, so you can unstick and then you can stick it on the floor or on the ceiling. I use this material from two reasons. One, you can stick it directly on the surface of the car, and that will prevent condensation to appear. I could use also polystyrene, which is much cheaper, but that I couldn't stick to all this shape of the car, so condensation between the polystyrene material and the surface of the car should appear. But with this kind of material sticking directly on the roof and directly on the floor of the car, it should be no problem. Furthermore, I rebuilt this panel, which I also isolated. You can see it right here. I start with them to isolate them, and also I measure a little bit the temperature difference or the temperature transfer between ceiling covered with and ceiling covered without. Furthermore, also showing to you that these panels, and this is how the original was looking, so it's quite a difference. Well, more than this, I will paint all these blue parts, and here up I will build up an overhead compartment. And also all this I will create from fiberglass another layer that will cover all this ceiling isolation, to avoid compression on this material, because if you compress it, the air bubble will be compressed and the isolation factor will be reduced. And to avoid this, I put these transversal beams, small piece of wood, that will prevent furthermore compression on this. And on top of this I will put the floor, which I already cut it. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the process of isolating, because I was doing this over the night and my light battery was dying, because I do not own a shop, so I've made it somewhere in a parking lot, and the battery from the lights was dying, and unfortunately I had to stop filming because you will not be able to see anymore. But you can see these side panels and also the first layer of the ceiling, how I managed to cover it. Nothing complicated. In 2 hours I finish all this job. Okay, now I have managed to put the first section, and I would like to show you what is the heat transfer. So in this section it's minus 1.8 degree, and if I go in this section it's plus 2.4 degree, 2.6, 2.8, 2.2, 2.8, and if I go on the area which is not isolated, and the heat it's minus 1.5, minus 1.4, so there is at least 3 degrees difference without to heat the car. Okay, I have managed to put one section more, and then only the front of the van was remaining. That will be a little bit more tricky, but I hope I'll handle. Now I'll proceed with the floor installation. Okay, looking closer, this is how it's looking. So it's really nice. Here as well. Here on this side I will also put a small board of this multi-layer wood to close it, and I will cut it straight because this cut is not so straight. Unfortunately I don't have the access to the tools right now or to the shop, but for sure in the future I will make it, and maybe this I will cover it in a nice vinyl. There are of course a lot of things to do furthermore, but yeah, this is what I've managed to do until now. Of course this material, it's working also as a sound protector, so if I hit here up where it's isolated, and if I hear here where the car is not isolating, you can hear. So also the noise it's considerably reduced due to this material, which makes me very happy and will be more comfortable if you want to drive longer distances. This is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please hit thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That will help me a lot to continue in this journey of transformation, and see you next week. Thank you very much.